What's up guys, how are you guys doing? In this video we're gonna be talking about TIPHERA, guys. I finally got her and I was tasting her quite a lot, and man, she's crazy, man. She's absolutely amazing support character. And yeah, and I did get a pretty nice deck for her as well. So yeah, we're just gonna talk about TIPHERA and how she works and stuff like that. You guys probably know by now because I'm a bit late to this, but I figured I just do I give you my own take on her. As you can see, my build, I have about like almost 400 defense on her, which is actually really nice, and then about 600 health, about like 43% crit rate, that crit chance, and then the attack is 530. Of course, she doesn't really need attack percentage. She mainly skill with defense, and of course crit damage is pretty low. But the gear I'm running on her is of course the 2-set defense set and the 4-set exhaust skill card is created or used increase damage amount of allies by 5. So like I said, whenever these support cards come out, like similar to Narja or TIPHERA, who could also function as like a DPS character, I mainly use them as support character, okay? Because I have a lot of DPS character and I don't need to use my support character as a DPS character, so I mainly just use them as supports, okay? And that's also what my save data reflects, okay? So yeah, this her stats looking like very nice. TIPHERA is insane. She have two main cards that you guys need to be aware of. Of course, one of the main cards is Quantum Seed. This thing is broken. Specifically, if you guys are using it as a support character like me as well, like this Epiphany right here is really good, or this Epiphany is really good, okay? It's very good, right? Those two Epiphanies are really good for support TIPHERA, okay? And if you want to get like a bunch of AP using her, okay? She could cycle through her archetype cards and just support the hell out of your squad, okay? And then another main card she have is her this card right here, which is a dual creation. But specifically, specifically with this Epiphany right here, I do like this Epiphany. Because when 3 archetype cards are created, it will create identical cards in hand, and it also applies to retain to them, which is really good, right? So you can use them next turn as well. Of course, these cards are archetype cards, don't really have a retain on them, so this thing is really good. I mainly, when it comes to archetype cards, I mainly use the middle one, the triangle one, and the circle one. The circle one for AP generation, and this one is just to boost an attack card and just nuke with her, okay? With let's say if I'm using like 9, I will just buff her damage, her extreme card, and then we're just gonna nuke with this, right? So that's how I have been using her. And another very nice card she have is this card right here, which is a form convergence. This thing is amazing, guys. Especially just the base version is really good, because what does this, it will let you draw 2 archetype cards, but you have to create them first using any of the cards. So you could, using this specifically, right? Because it would let you create archetype cards, and then when you create them, right, you'll be able to draw them using this card. And this thing will pretty much just help you cycle through the archetype cards as well, right? And the base version is really good because what it does is it will let you draw 2 archetype cards, and it also doubles random effect of those cards for 1 turn, which is broken, man. That's really good, man. This thing is amazing. Of course, there's different Epiphanies you guys can go for. I think the one you guys can kind of like experiment with is this one right here, Dark Repeatant. Yeah, this one is decent, right? It's a RNG, but it's decent, and this one is also pretty good, right? But I mainly just focus on getting the base version or the upgraded version from the base version, because that double, this is the second part right here, double random effect of those cards is really good, man. It's amazing. And of course, her creation distractions. This thing can be a massive nuking card, okay? If you guys are using it as DPS, she is crazy. Specifically, if I'm not mistaken, you guys want this Epiphany right here, because what it does is, based on the amount of AP it requires to use this thing, depending on the amount of cost it will require you to cast this thing, the damage increases, okay? Of course, 9 AP is going to be kind of crazy, but she's able to generate a bunch of AP, man. You guys can go up to like 15 plus AP with her, okay? With the right build, okay? She's absolutely broken, okay? So this is definitely one of the best DPS card for her, and also you could also use it as support. For me, I'm using it as support with using this Epiphany because this thing is amazing. So when AP is 0, create 1 creation and distraction cards, and then decrease cost of those cards by 1 and apply exhaust, right, which is really good. So using this Epiphany, she's able to get more exhaust cards to help somebody like 9, right? Yeah, you want to use her with 9 because she's really good with 9, and that's what I've been doing as well. But you guys can't use it with somebody like Kieran and stuff like that as well. It's fine. But yeah, this Epiphany is really good for support. But if you guys want to just nuke with her, this is pretty good right here. Or the base version as well is pretty decent right here with the upgraded version, right? So yeah, very good. Because as you guys see, when it does have harmonization, which doubles all the effects, which is crazy, right? So yeah. Power creation and distraction is an amazing card as well. This thing is really good. You can't duplicate or anything. It's only 1 card. What it does, it gives you 1 AP and it will let you draw as well. And it does have the form upgrade. While in hand, when an archetype card is activated, increase the random effect by 100 until used, which is really good. So this thing goes up to 3 stacks without any dupe on her. With dupe, this can go up to 4. Okay, it's pretty good, right? And then what it also does, increase damage amount of the first hit of the next attack card by 40. So it's really good. This one is decent, but you don't use this as much. But definitely the main one is this card, right? This thing is amazing. Okay, this thing is you guys want to duplicate this as much as possible because this is what's gonna make her kit a lot more comfortable to play with, because it will let you create a bunch of archetype cards, which you guys definitely need. Okay, and I think specifically for when it comes to this, I like this one. This thing is amazing because it will actually let you select a specific archetype. I like I said, I usually go for the AP one if I need more AP, or I go for this to boost the damage, right? So yeah, this is amazing right here, and I'll show you guys my save data I end up getting for her. So this is a save data right here. Okay, so this is the save data I went with. Of course, enhancement wise, I have the one that does when a turn is ended with 1 or more AP, remaining 1 vulnerable to all enemies. That's decent. And at the start of the battle, 20 shield is decent as well. And I also gave her, of course, the healing one because she does have a lot of healing as well. Amazing character. And then I also end up getting 30% damage amount of 1 cost or lower attack cards. That's mainly I mainly got that because I have this version of creation of destruction, and whenever you create this does crazy amount of damage. So yeah, this will boost it, which is really nice, right? And then I also have this one just to later do a little bit more damage, right? But like I said, right, I went with this because this thing is amazing, and I will be able to select any of the archetype cards I want and then just get them, right, which is amazing. I got 4 of them, which is really good. And then for this one I went with this, right, draw 3 archetype cards, double random effect of those cards for 1 turn, which is amazing. And then here you guys already seen that. For this one I went with when 2 archetype cards are created, create 1 identical card in discard pile at the end of the turn, fix the shield, heal 20%, right? Very good right there. Yeah, I'm just trying to create as much of the archetype cards as possible, and I went with this just for extra draw ability. So I have draw and then the fortitude, right? So yeah, she's very good, man. She's insane. Potential wise, she's pretty much maxed out, I think. I'll need to farm a little bit more of this, and then I'll be able to just finish her off. Of course, she's E0, and partner wise I'm using Nyx with her because I did not get her own like partner. But her own partner is of course the best one, definitely, because what her partner does is really, really amazing stuff, right? So let me show you guys. Excuse the background noise, guys, so that's just the cops. Okay, so what her partner does is it will increase the assign combatant defense by 8%, which is really good. That means she's capable with defense, so this will give her more utility for her kit. And then when the assign combatant creates 3 exhaust cards, which are all the archetype cards, they all have exhaust on them. Increase damage amount of attack cards of allies used by 15, which is really good, right? So yeah, it will give you a 15% damage amount to the cards your allies use after you cast this thing. Okay, and then of course when the assign combatant has activated both shield gain and heal through order cards, 6% critical chance to allies for 1 turn. Of course, this is mainly for 9, right? Because 9 she does have a lot of shield capability and stuff like that. But you guys can use her with a different order type character that also provides shield, right? Which is she also provides shield as well, right? And then the activist draw 1 exhaust card. The next 2 times on an eco skills that used, draw 1 exhaust card, decrease cost of the next eco skill used by 1, which is amazing, right? Yeah. The fact that this thing decreases the amount of ego skill needed to custom your ultimate is insane, guys. That is amazing. So yeah, I'll try to get her partner before the banner goes away, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, her partner is definitely the best one. Of course, if you guys don't have Nyx or her partner, you guys can go for something like this chick right here. Pretty nice, right? Because what does that same combat defense is increased by 21, which is really good. I have it almost maxed dupe. That's why it's giving me 21, but usually it's not that much. And at the end of the battle, recover 5.3% health, and then the activist heal, and then we want more for 1 turn, and increase heal amount by 50% when below 30% HP, right? Which is really good. This one's also really good if you guys are, don't want to use somebody that heals you and stuff like that. This one's pretty good. It does give you, it does heal you, but it also gives you damage reduction, which is really good, right? Of course, the 3-star cards are pretty decent as well, but I think these 2 are your options. Of course, when it comes to what's her name, Narja's partner, it's not going to be too effective on her because it's specific to instinct type mostly. So you guys can't use that, okay? So definitely it's between these 2 if you guys don't have any other of the partner, okay? Yeah, so that's the Nyx for you, man. I mean, that's TIPHERA for you guys. She's broken, man, and I'll show you guys a bit of her showcase while using her, and we'll see how she goes, okay? But before that, I do want to mention some team comps you guys can use with her. Of course, like I said, 9 is definitely amazing teammate with her. Same with Orlia. Orlia been rising through the ranks, man. She is just insane. If you guys want to use TIPHERA as a DPS, man, Orlia is definitely your go-to, okay? You could pretty much just do similar thing as like 9 does. Of course, it's not going to be as much damage as 9, but her creation distraction card, this thing hit hard, man. This thing is absolutely broken, guys. So if you guys want to, use her as a DPS character, yeah, this thing can absolutely nuke, and you guys can put Orlia with her and just nuke things with her, okay? Narja, she also works really decent well with her, but you don't want to use 2 support characters technically. Charon, she works really well with Charon as well, right? Because of the exhaust synergy and stuff like that. Same thing with like somebody like Ree, right? Ree also works really well with her as well. Yeah, you guys can definitely create a bunch of teammates with her, okay? She's insane. Of course, Veronica works great with her. You guys can put Veronica, TIPHERA, and then a DPS, and then just be great synergy with them, because Veronica lets you draw a bunch of cards, and then TIPHERA will give you a bunch of AP, and you just chill, right? Yeah, TIPHERA is pretty much just upgraded version of Mika, right? She doesn't have a lot of draw cards for other combatants, unless you get the God Epiphany on one of her cards. But outside of that, yeah, she doesn't have a lot of draw capabilities like Veronica, but she does give you a lot of AP, man. I'm pretty sure she could give you more AP than Mika, if I'm not mistaken, with the decent build. But yeah, of course, Sorinel also works great with her as well. Yeah, very just broken, man. She's very flexible, and I'm loving using her. But yeah, as you guys can see, guys, I'm trying to show you guys how this works, right? So this the triangle one, what it does, of course, 86% shield and increased damage amount of the first hit of the next attack card by 30%, right? So I have 9's extreme card right here, so which is at 1256, right? So if I do this, that should give me 40. See, look, this is pretty much how I use her. And if I need AP, I'll use the circle archetype card, okay? So pretty much very simple, right? So look at this. So this thing went up, right? Very nice. So now if we wait next turn, we'll see how that works, right? So we gotta skip this turn, and then we're gonna see how much we got from that, right? So this thing should stay. Yeah, see, it stays right here, and then we get this back as well, right? Because it will create identical cards, archetype cards, in the discard pile, and that will bring them back to your hand next turn and stuff like that, right? So yeah, that's pretty much how she works. As you can see, the card I used is this right here, pretty much, right? Look how many archetype cards I used, the triangle one, right? That's amazing, man. This Epiphany right here, definitely, man. You guys definitely want to go for this, okay? The heal amount and select one archetype card, create one in hand, and drop out each, right? It's amazing, right? So now we're just gonna try to, you know, stack up as much as possible, and we're gonna see how much damage you're gonna do with TIPHERA, okay? So I'll come back to you guys once I finish stacking a bunch of them later, okay? And one more thing, right? You see this form convergence card right here? If I use that, it should give me a bunch of the archetype cards, right? Look at this. Okay, so we don't have anything on the, hold up. So we don't have anything in the draw pile right now. But if we had like a bunch of the archetype cards like these guys right here, that will let me draw a bunch of them out, okay? Which is insane, right? So I'll just come back out real quick and I'll show you guys later once I have used most of those cards, and then we're gonna try to draw some, okay? As you guys can see, right? See, I have the quantum seed right here. Now I could go ahead, and since I don't need any AP, I can just select the archetype triangle, and then we're gonna keep stacking the damage on this thing, right? So yeah, that's one way to use her, and that's probably the best way to use her as a support character. If you need AP, you're gonna get the archetype 0 version using the quantum seed card, and then if you need more damage to your card right here, like stacking up a bunch of damage right here, then you're gonna go for the triangle one, which is crazy, right? The square archetype card, I don't really use it that much, but it's pretty good. You know, it would let you draw like more archetype cards back to your hand, but it's not that necessary, right? I mainly use the triangle and the circle pretty much all the time, okay? Anyways, yeah, since I'm about to die next turn, I was just gonna kill this turn. This is as much as I could. I was able to stack up so far, but yeah, again, absolutely broken, right? So we're gonna see how much damage this is gonna do with TIPHERA as the support as well, right? With Aurelian, right? So we should be able to do a good amount of damage here. 78,000. That's not that crazy, right? Because we didn't do the crit, but yeah, that's the way I'll be using her, right? Just melee support. So she gonna be melee. So yeah, so she gonna be mainly healing and giving AP and also giving damage boost to the attacker, right? So that's pretty much how I'll be using her, and she's insane, man. And I'll do a rift, the Great Rift video next, probably next video. Yeah, it's gonna be about the Great Rift, and we're gonna see how she fares inside the Great Rift right here. Okay, the first half of the Great Rift. Yeah, so that's it for the video for TIPHERA, man. Let me know what you guys think about this. Are you guys enjoying using her? Are you guys how are you guys using her and stuff like that, okay? But yeah, that will be it for the video, and thank you for watching, and bye bye. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and see ya.